A very good morning to you. Thank you so much for being part of this show. This is Power Talk. My name is Ram Maguko, and this is Y254 TV. Thank you so much for being part of today's morning conversation. As always, we value your feedback. I hope that you've woken up well and fine this particular Thursday morning. It is the 28th of October 2021, and today we have a lot in store for you in our conversation. It's all about dating and social media. Today we are talking about the effects of social media. Can social media affect your dating lifestyle? Can it affect who you date? Can it affect how your relationship will be and how it will flow? And is it okay to post about your relationship on social media? What about your achievements, relationship goals? What about your marriage? Now that you're getting married, can it have an effect on the things you post online? We've seen many people who normally get enthusiastic after their wedding, especially after their wedding. They now get to social media. Hapo ndo pali for all you are pastor hapo na ubiri zaidi. So how does dating and social media have an effect on each other, and how can you balance between the two, especially in this age and time? Well, today I'm joined by fantastic panelists on this particular conversation right here. And next to me, I'm joined by Sarah Munyi. She is a life coach and corporate trainer. Karibu sana, Sarah.
Asante Ram, you look sharp and dapper. You must be ready for this dating conversation.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm joined by Anthony Njenga, who is in the middle there. He is a counseling psychologist. Karibu sana, Anthony.
Asante sana mazee, unakaa vizuri mazee. Hiyo suti yako bro.
Hii suti hiyo fine.
Unanuanga wapi hiyo suti bro? Ambia Wakenya hadi uko na flag ya wabunge. Tuambie kitu.
See,
lapel flag, eh?
We are a national broadcaster, Y254.
Wow. Amazing, but unakaa fit. You look nice.
Wow.
Thank you. To my extreme right.
You look the part.
Ati? I look the part.
Yes.
Hey, you guys today.
So we need to start on such a note now. If we're going to speak about dating, we need to start with, looking the part.
Looking the part.
Yes.
I look the part. Okay. I am joined to my extreme right by Sam Wafula. He's a pastor and counselor. Karibu sana, Sami.
Thank you, Ram.
Wewe unataka kusema kitu?
Sina neno.
Pastor Mgangi mingi.
Ananga mingi. Remember, we are coming to you live from the broadcasting house here in Nairobi, Kenya. We are also live on our website at www.kbc.co.ke/Y254. Head over to Facebook. Ensure that you also drop in your comment on the comment section below. You will be able to see on our Facebook page, like the page, and then scroll down. You'll be able to see our photo. Drop in your comments on that particular platform, and I shall sample your feedback as you continue with today's show. Ensure that you also tell us where you're watching us from, and we value your feedback as always. Thank you so much for being part of today's show. A repeat of this show airs again tonight at 10 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Power Talk. Let's get it going. All right.
Yes.
Now, who do I start with?
Ladies first.
Ladies first?
Yes.
Okay. Let me start with you, Sarah. Dating, social media. Two things that I would like to call chemical elements.
Yes.
I don't know if you mix them together. Will it be reactive, explosive, or will it form that, chemistry, that when you mix them, then they form that good color. And then is it going to be producing a pungent smell? All right. So, and how is it going to be? Dating and social media, how do you balance between the two in your own view?
Yes. So first of all, in this day and age, we don't go online. We live online. So you need to get people. If you're serious about dating, you need to go to where people are, and people are online. Yeah. And like right now, just before we started this show, everybody was just busy.
Yeah, we're tweeting and Googling.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So you want to really engage people out there, maybe it's WhatsApp or whatever. So this is where we spend most of the day. You think you spend most of your day in your house? No. But you're here. You're spending most of your day on social media. So I'm just saying, if you're serious about dating, you need to present yourself, or at least you need to go where people are. You need to position yourself. You need to be out there. Yeah. So dating and social media, these are two things that will not be, that are not, I mean, we can't separate. We cannot separate because many of us are there. This is the days and times that we are living in, so we cannot separate the two. And I know that this time, you know, you can just meet somebody, whether it's in church or what have you, and all that. But somehow, somewhere, you will, if you really continue in that relationship, you find yourself in social media. You know, both of you, you find yourself, even if you didn't start online, even if you started offline, you still find somewhere, if you really successfully continue that relationship, you take it up there.
You will end up there.
Because you want the world to know that, you know, you're with this person and all that, So they are inseparable. That's my submission.
And Facebook has an interesting way of putting it. They have a place in section in the bio
course, yes.
where they get to know your relationship.
Yes, some, of course, it's complicated. And they put all of those things because I know people are at different stages in life. It's complicated, open relationship, closed, whatever. They'll put all of those there. But for most people, you know, they won't want to say if I'm dating or I'm not, you know. So it's just silent. We don't know. So,
Anthony, let me come to you. Is it okay? Would you advise somebody to put their dating or relationship status on social media?
Thank you so much, Ram, for that question. First of all, to that question, umeniuliza, it all depends on someone. It all depends with you. You know, before you guys now decided to do this relationship, before you guys now decided to date and be together, social media was not there. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. You understand?
Yeah.
But now it's all about you two. It's all about the love that you two had created. So I'd say if you want to post your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your wife or your husband on social media, it's fine.
It's okay.
If to you, you're okay with that. And if to you, it doesn't come in between what you do, then it's fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Sam, your opening remarks in regards to this dating on social media as a pastor, as a counselor.
Social media is good, but I'd say dating can start on social media, but it shouldn't stay on social media.
Powerful
because
it can start.
It can start on
but
social
should
media.
not
it shouldn't stay on social media.
Yes.
If you're careful, you look on maybe if you check most people on Facebook, you'll realize that most people are graduates on Facebook. You understand? Most people are graduates online. What I mean to say that most people will show you the part of them that they wish you to know on social media. But in real life, background vitu ni different.
Yeah, they usually say in social media, na mi wambia watu, na mi repeat, social media people will post for you what they want you to see.
Yes.
But kwa ground, vitu ni different. You know, one thing, Ram, people should understand. Every person has a role model. Kila mtu akona role model, you understand? So you might be thinking, maybe the person who you're looking up to on social media is posting the lifestyle, the flashy lifestyle, and you think this is the real life, but you don't know the story behind them. You know, people should stop copying and copy-pasting the lifestyle or the relationship of two couples or two people in social media and trying to base it on their relationship. That's how most relationships end. Because there's a comparison part of it. And you know, comparison is very dangerous, Ram. Very dangerous. So if you compare relationship yako, let's say for example, Ram, let's say if I compare your relationship, and maybe unanipostia how you guys are happy. Yeah, you understand? So I try to implement it on my nini. Tunaenda na bonfire, tunafanya whatever things, tunafly na ndege. So you want to say, mimi, ama this relationship of mine, inaweza kuwa siwezi afford some of these things. So what will I do to that?
Now, I want us to take and touch on different scenarios as we have this conversation. And I love how all of you are saying. You're saying that at the end of the day, we all agree social media is here to stay. Now it's all about understanding the do's and the don'ts. Let's take an example of before dating. We will go before, during, and after. Before you start dating that particular individual, you'll realize that you've just been seeing them online. You know, you've just been admiring their photos, looking at how they present themselves online. How should you handle yourself? Because there is a youth who is watching yesterday and wondering, how do I handle myself in the presence of this particular person we've never met? We only see each other's statuses. We like, we comment, but we never. That particular interaction online before you actually get to meet somebody. Sarah?
Yes, I think first of all, it's good to observe the values of a person, because one of the things that make you really tick, you know, and really even meet several times and have several days, or even create a relationship, is if you share the same values. So you need to watch a person for some time, and then, because sometimes you may just go for the looks. You know, most people just go for the looks. Oh, he's a hot guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanna, you know. So you start just you sleep in the inbox. Yeah, but it's good to look at their values also. And when you get to see somebody's values from what they say, because anything you say lets us into your mind. You see, every time you speak, you are letting us into your mind. We know the quality of your mind, so you are able to get the quality of that person's mind. You say, is this a person who I'm interested in? Then also, what do you want? Do you just want casual, just dating, just to meet people, just networking, or do you actually want a real relationship? You need to be able to know what you want, because you can tell from whatever you know from the person if this is a serious person, like I can meet or not. But then also,
it's possible to tell from the way they behave and the things that
you
they
can
comment.
tell. You can tell the kind of person, you can tell the values of a person. If they always post being on a party, and that's your lifestyle, then there is possibly somebody who you can party together. If it's somebody who they are posting, you know, stuff about life, they can have fun, they're posting, you know, some nice inspirational things, and that's, you value that, then maybe it's somebody that you can speak with. And then also there's now the part of, I now need to speak to this person. You know, so of course, when you slide inbox, it's important that you know, you don't keep on seeing the highs. You know, that person will just say hi, and then maybe I say hi back, then I say hi again. You know, there's how are you? You know, just yes. Imagine, nobody has time these days. Nobody has time for that nonsense, and unless you know, they don't have time. So what you do? So it's important, Ram. Please, if you're interested with somebody who found this girl and you don't know how to, you just go and tell, hi, my name is so and so. This is what I do. I am passionate about this, or tell them I'm interested in you and I'd want to meet you. I think that what you do, you know, just go ahead, compliment them, and make your whatever it is that you want to see, make it known, make your interest known.
Now, regardless of the gender.
Yes.
Regardless of the gender.
Whether you're a lady, yes. Whether you're a lady or you're a guy, there's nothing. It doesn't do any harm. Even if I'm a lady and I find a guy who's interesting, and I go ahead and tell her, oh, I like the way you speak. I like your posts. I want to meet you. It's you see now, Kitambo, we wouldn't do that because, you know, the guy has to initiate. No. But now, today, we are living in, you know, different times, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
Sam?
so.
Yeah, I'll support what she says, but I'll also say that social media is full of masquerades. Most times, the things we see on social media are not real in the actual world. So I'd say maybe before you make up your mind to start dating someone, it is important that you first, you know, meet them outside social media.
But the question is, let me stop you there. Okay. But the question is, you cannot make a plan to meet somebody you don't even know who they are, and you're the one who has said
that's why I say
that social media is full of of people who masquerade themselves to be. Yet what they present is not who they are. Yes. How do you know that is a con man? How do you know that that's a thief? How do you know that's even a murderer? That's an example.
And also, how do you know that the good legs you're seeing on social media are toothpicks in real life?
Yeah.
I think that's what I was saying. It's important you just observe somebody post. I'm telling you, every time you speak, you're letting people into your mind. And you are your mind. You are what you think. So it's able to pick somebody's character, somebody's value. Even if you don't pick everything, you can pick just a few for you to get the sense of, this person I can meet and this person I can't. Exactly. If they go ahead and respond and maybe you meet, then when you meet a person in person, you're able to learn more from them. If it works out several other, you continue learning the person, you know. So I think that you may not be really able to tell the kind of person, but at least it's good, at least you do your homework, you know. Don't just look at it, she's beautiful.
So are you saying,
and that's all.
Before you start dating, you saying you go through that person's profile, get to see the things they post?
It's called due diligence.
Yeah. Due diligence.
You want to? It's called due diligence.
Before unajua Ram, before you DM this lady or before this lady DMs you, lazima akuwe go through some of the things you do, some of the things you post. You know, you can't just DM somebody and you don't know which type of person this person is. Maybe you might be DMing a murderer, you might be DMing a drug dealer. You first have to go through the social media. Yes, don't go through. Let's say nimepatana na, let's say for example I have come across, I don't know Sarah, let's say for example I don't know Sarah, and I mean I just like how she posts and everything, and I have seen the post that she does and everything for the like sahi too. So it doesn't mean that umeona sahi you DM. Right?
But now this is the problem. There are people who normally make posts that don't necessarily reflect what they believe in.
What they believe in.
And by that, I'm not saying that is who they are, but that's what they say. They say that whatever you see on social media is not me. If you want to get to know me, talk to me and get to know me, because they will post things that appear to be rude and no, that's just for social media, that's just for the glam. So you may see someone who is very rude online,
but in person,
they will tell you you're not post to.
Let me tell you, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you've
Exactly.
already taken your rudeness online, it means it's already in abundance, you know. Even the people around you, you've already spread it out there, and now you don't know where else to spread other than social media. Yeah. So you cannot, how you do one thing, how you are in one place, let me tell you, you'll reflect that character everywhere you go. So those people who will say that, no, this is even if we throw jabs here and there, it's political, what have you know, even in person, that person, even if you meet them, that person is toxic, that person, you know, they'll use the same jabs they use out there to you.
So see, it's just arguing your social media.
No.
That's
If
a
they are
defense
insulting,
mechanism,
even and you find people who are very, you know, they insult and what have you. Let me tell you, and now maybe you're even insulting a politician or somebody out there who you don't know has done nothing to you. They have done something to someone else, but you know, now what if somebody does something to you that you didn't expect to them? You know, they'll use the same kind of insults, and that's who they are. Yes.
That is who they are.
Yes.
So usikubali tu mtu asema that's just social media. It's just it's just
scam.
Of course, we have to defend ourselves.
But if you meet that person in real life, Ram, that person might be just 100% the way he or she is portraying himself or herself on social media, or 60%. But lazima kuwe na hiyo kitu.
I want to talk about ladies first. I don't know if it is true. I don't know if as a lady, this is what you are going through as a lady. They get so many inboxes from men. Na siku hizi waindi wengine wamekuja siku hizi. So what would be our advice? Because I don't know if it is common in men. All I know is that it is common in ladies. If it is common in men, maybe you can tell me if as a man you've been getting also inboxes. But I have seen and heard many ladies complain that they're getting so many approaches from men online, of which most of them are from some certain region. What would be your advice to that particular lady? Before I come to you as a lady,
Yes.
let me come to you, Sam.
I'd say, just as she said, do your homework as a lady. Do your homework. Get to know. Mwindi. Unajua shida ya Wahindi ni mmoja akitumia a friend request, a whole community sends you the friend request.
There was a day someone went online and said, I'm receiving 1,000 friend requests. Am I a celebrity? What's happening to my inbox? Has my account been hacked? Because anapata friend request mingi sana. Advice to the ladies watching you. Amepata approach from this guy, hamjui vizuri, na akienda kwa profile yake ataandika, they will see no posts available. I think that's what no posts available. What you should do?
Scam. Ignore.
Ignore.
That will be my advice. Ignore. If someone has nothing to show on their social media, they have nothing that tells you about them on their social media, it means, you know, you really can't gather information about them. Ignore.
What I can say is, the lady who is getting so many friend requests and DMs, it's according to maybe what he or she is what she is posting.
Okay.
Ina depend. Unajua kuna wanaume wako attracted. Let me tell you something, Ram. Ukatae ama ukubali. Mwanaume kabla approach dem kwa DM, lazima kuna kitu umeona yenye nguo haijavaliwa.
Kuna wasichana they like posting themselves.
Wanaume
Picha zao.
You know, men, we are men, Ram. You know, weakness ya wanaume ni tu mwanamke tu aoneshe a part of the body, hata kama ni miguu ama thighs, DM. You understand? So what advice I can tell this lady is one thing, wewe ndo umewaletu, umewakubalisha tu,
amewaita,
umewakaribisha. What you post really shows who you really are.
You attract what you are.
Yes.
So start posting photos kama uko na nguo full kutoka kichwa.
You can just post the photos at least you are decently dressed, because again this is what you find with the 23-year-olds, 20-year-olds who you're joining campus and whatever. You'll only take photos showing a certain part of your body. So what happens? You only attract people who are only interested with only that part. They don't want anything else to do with you. And when they get it, they are done.
They don't want to know about your heart, your brain, how you reason, how you see life.
No. Because you see, that's what you're showing us.
Yes.
You know, that's what you're showing us. And for me, if I can get it and that's all without having any attachment to you, that's fine.
Now, let me give another example. There are many people who complain about men who are always online, men who are always sending selfies. I don't know if you've seen those kind of complaints. That, oh, this guy, why is he always online? Why does he like posting photos of himself, selfies? I have nothing against it. But it is there. It's a conversation.
Yes.
Is it a problem to see a man always online, always posting photos of himself, and always taking selfies?
It's not a problem, Ram. So, ni ile tu society perspective ya mwanaume anafaa kuwa huko nje. Hapo ndo tunaingilia story ya gender based violence. A man is supposed to do this and that. A man is supposed to be working, he's not supposed to be on the phone, on social media all the time. But it's okay if you're okay with it. Simu ni hao amekununulia ama ni wewe umejinunulia, bro. Take your photos, bro. Take your photos. Mtu asikusumbue.
Okay.
Yes.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's sawa.
There's a lady who told me, that guy likes selfies. I cannot date such a guy.
Masculinity, society nasema sijui nini.
But there's nothing wrong with taking selfies, really. And like I said, we live online. But this is what I always advise. This is what I always say. If you're gonna be online, you know, because it's good you account for your time. If you're gonna be online, make sure you are engaging either a learning activity or an economic activity.
Yes.
I know we have taken our small businesses, you know, startup, whatever your online. You have a page, you are trying to manage and all that, yeah. So you may find somebody is online all the time. So you have logged in with your computer, umeacha, inaonekana tu you are online, but you are doing your stuff. So it's possible that you know. But then we also have the lazy ones, yeah. Kazi tu ni kuswipe. Na hakuna kitu ya sense. Nothing sensible they can post, eh. It's just laziness and just swiping, seeing what Bahati did in the weekend, what these other ones are doing, what you see. So also it's good that you be accountable for your time, and also you do things that are valuable, that add value to you. They don't take value for you. They're taking time, you know. Just swiping. Are you learning? Are you selling? Are you promoting yourself? Are you positioning your brand, you know, out there? You know, yeah.
So,
I think that notion comes in because people think when a man is online all the time, maybe he's spending most of his time online, he's in some way irresponsible. Do you understand? But I say if you are online, there are people that are online yet they are very responsible out here.
Yes.
So I don't see the connection between being online and being responsible, because if being online is adding into you, is adding something to you, why not be online? So I don't see any problem there.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, this before dating, how can you be able to detect a potential partner before you started? You know, they're just online. Is it possible to detect a potential partner in a way that doesn't also harm your self-esteem and doesn't also you know, have a breach in terms of your security?
Yes, it is possible, Ram. Number one, everybody has his or her own quality type of lady or man that he or she wants. So you can't just go for anybody or DM anyone on social media or go to inbox mtu yoyote without first having to check, doing a background check on the qualities.
Yeah.
Yes, anaweza kuwa maybe to him or her is posting something maybe not real, but you know, qualities, kuna qualities, everybody has a quality kivyake. So maybe kama wewe Ram unapenda dem anavaa miniskirt na kila wakati anakuvalia miniskirt, you will go for her.
Of which, let me make it public, sipendi.
Kwani kuna shida gani na dem kuvaa miniskirt?
Manisumbua akili. Personally, I would like you to put on that mini or that whichever thing that is exposing in the house. Kama tuko nje, cover it up. Because I personally have this thing of what other men are seeing is if it's the same as what I'm seeing, then what is the value?
Basi wewe ndo unaenjoy.
Sarah, you thought of that?
Yes, you can be able to detect. Actually, that's why I was saying you have to do your due diligence. Just checking this person, the way they post, or even maybe it's somebody in church, it's somebody you meet, maybe or mko kwa pamoja. You can go, you can even call this person mbaye chai, you go for a date and all that. You can do that. It's good you do your background check on this person, but also I know it's also good to pray. I'm big on prayer. Yeah. It's also good to pray, or so that you also don't go meeting everybody, telling everybody you're interested in them. For me, I believe when you commit something to God and you tell the Lord that this is a time you feel you want to settle down or you want to date somebody, I know the Lord can also lead you to the person.
And I love what you're saying. And Pastor, let me come to you. Because she has mentioned that thing on prayer. Is it okay for a Christian, for someone like you, a pastor, to get into online dating?
Online dating? What do you mean by online dating?
Online dating. So make yourself out there.
Okay.
You're open. Okay. It's open season. You're looking for a potential person. You're just talking online,
yes.
Sharing your information out there. You're looking for a husband, you're looking for a wife. As a person, you're getting those DMs, you're replying them, you're now planning to, get serious.
Okay.
You've not met yet.
Oh, there is no problem. The world is evolving. And that is why you will see there are pastors preaching online today. There are churches, airing their live services online. So the world is evolving. And so even as a Christian, there is a way you can begin engaging someone online. But that's why I began by saying it should start online, but it shouldn't stay online. After talking and all that, you now get to meet and before you decide on dating. Because I believe that social media can only give you a platform to get to start engaging someone, get to know them, but you have to make up your mind to first meet them.
Now, according to some studies,
yes,
it found that those who are dating people who overshare on social media tend to have lower relationship satisfaction through positive posts about the relationship itself, even now and then seem to mediate that effect. Meaning that at the end of the day, they have lower relationship satisfaction. So the more you post, the lower your satisfaction is. Your thoughts on that?
What I can say is, social media, even though you post for us how you guys are happy, one thing you need to understand, not everybody on social media is happy for you. Not everybody is positive about the relationship.
Saying, congratulations,
Yeah, congratulations can be maybe, congratulations kwao. One thing I tell people might be telling you congratulations in whatever you do, you graduate, you marry, you get a boyfriend or you get a kid, and you think the congratulation is actually real, but not everybody wishes you well. And let me tell you something, yes, they don't define your relationship, but there are people the people who have bad eyes.
Now, let's get into this aspect of now dating now.
Yes.
Is it possible to experience real love, true love on social media? Sarah?
On social media? You experience true love on social media?
Yes.
No, you see, the thing is, as we are saying, it has to start from somewhere. If it started on social media, that's okay. But then we have to bring it, now we have to bring, because, for you to get real love, you must be building it. Yes. Real love, you build it yourself. And real love means you are real, this other person is real. we can't just remain up there. So we have to meet and start working out things together. What do you love? What don't you love? And all that. What can I compromise? What can't I compromise about you? You see that? So yes, it's possible to get true love, you know, through social media, but you have to build it. You have to really build it.
So you'll be
know?
talking, building
Yes,
every
you have
day, every
to
single
meet.
day.
Of course, you'd have to do that. You are speaking every day. You're building every day when you speak. And let me tell you, there are people who have been together for 50 years. You know, because I've read many books, and we also have our parents also. They've been together for maybe 50 years, 40 years, 30 years. And then you hear one saying, I didn't know he's like this, or I didn't know this about him. I didn't know this about her. You continue learning the person. You continue learning the person. And when you're doing that, you are building the relationship, you know. So yes, it's very possible. And let me just comment on the question you asked, Pastor, because you asked if it's possible for maybe a born-again Christian or maybe a pastor to date online. Was that the question? Yes, so for me, you see, even the word of God says that through him all things were made. Or including social media. So if you're going to use social media to preach, as you say,
Yes.
we all can also use it. God can have somebody for you. Maybe you're in Kenya, you're messing around with boys and girls in UN. And God, your wife is in Australia, your wife is in South Africa, your wife is in... It's possible. Yes, it's possible that God has the person who you build your life with in another place, and that's where you will meet. So we should explore. I know there are those of us who are Christians, born again Christians like me, and others who.
So you're saying it's possible. You can be in Kenya and your wife is in the United States, South Africa, UK, wherever, and tu mukutani.
And you are messing around with everyone in the village. Please, no. You at least.
I want us to take a short break.
Yes.
I want us to take a short break, and then after this we'll be back with much more. I want us to also find out when you guys are dating online, alafu you're starting to make plans to meet physically, but hamkutani. Hamkutani ni shinda kukutana na huyu mtu. When you start making plans, ana cancel. Start making plans, ana cancel. Is it a bad sign that this person is not original?
Yes.
We'll be back after that. Keep engaging with us. The hashtag is Power Talk Show at Ram Maguko at Y254 channel. Let's take that short break. We'll be back in a bit. This is Power Talk.
Y254. Imagine.
All right, welcome back. Thank you so much for being part of this morning conversation right here on Y254. Ensure that you engage with us on our Facebook platform. The hashtag is Y in the morning, on Twitter at Ram Maguko, and that Y254 channel. This is Power Talk, and it's all about dating and social media. And before we went on that break, we were talking about now dating now. Ndani sasa mumeanza kudate, you guys are dating.
Yes.
And let me ask Anthony.
Yes.
And I want you to be very, very frank when it comes to this particular aspect here, because I know it is happening to somebody who is watching you, who is watching us today.
Yes.
Is it possible? And is it realistic? And can someone be in love with somebody they've never met?
Yes. It is very possible.
You've never met them,
Yes.
but you love them.
Yes. Very possible, Ram. Very.
Sammy,
It's possible.
it's possible.
Very possible.
100%.
Come on, you guys, what do you mean?
Yes.
You love somebody, you've never met them, you only talk online.
Yes.
So it's normal.
Very normal.
Yes, it's very normal. It's very normal because you see, when you once you start talking and you realize that you guys are vibing, you're getting each other, you're getting into the emotions of, you know, when we start sharing emotions with somebody, feelings and all that.
Yes.
You know, you start to bond, you start to get close. So it's very possible. It's very possible. People date even for months and even years, 1 or 2 years. Person is USA, one person is in Nigeria, another person is in another country. Yes, it happens.
It happens.
It happens.
And what about the scenario where before we went on that break, I gave a scenario where you want to meet, but you just every time you plan to meet, it just doesn't come to pass, because hiyo time yenye mnataka kukutana lazima mkosane, kitu ifanyike, mnakosana, alafu you start afresh, you continue and then you plan to meet again, something happens, mnakosana and then you start afresh. Is that a bad sign? Sam?
Yes, I believe that is a signal
What signal?
Red flag. Eh?
Red flag. No, somebody asema kama red flag.
Well, I'll speak as a pastor here, and I'll say that there are some covenant people that God can never allow them just date anyone because of the mandate and the assignment upon them. That is why God will not allow them meet, because He knows when they meet, maybe there is a part God plays and there's a part man plays.
Yes.
So there are people, God knows when they meet, should they meet, they will miss their spouses.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
Wataribu the original plan.
Yes.
So is that a good thing or so that's a bad thing?
So that's a bad thing.
There's something fishy.
Yeah.
There's something akonayo that maybe hataki ku.
Your take?
Yeah, so I think if you always plan, it doesn't happen. You should really get a cue from that. Either it's not supposed to be, or one person is not committed at all, or if you always have to argue, somebody can't manage their emotions, and you have never met. Now you meet, and when how will they be handling their emotions? Every time they have to argue, postpone things. You cannot build anything like that.
All right.
You just walk away. But I think what also Pastor is saying is very important also, because God also can be protecting you from something.
Yes.
Every time you plan something to meet with someone, it doesn't work. Even if it's not a relationship, maybe it's a business. But every time I plan to meet with this person, either sijui amekwama kwa jam, ama wapi, every time. Sometimes God may be protecting you from something, from meeting that person. Yeah.
All right. Now, even as you talk on that, what about couples who compare each other? We've seen instances where people end up saying, this couple that is dating online and that couple that is online, you start comparing, and then you're like, okay, this one looks like the best couple, na hawa wanajaribu. Now it becomes bad when it is now you comparing your relationship with someone else's relationship that's also online. How do you handle that?
What I can say, Rama, how you can handle that is, first of all, mkiingia kwa hii relationship, when you two decided to date or to do this relationship together, hakukuwa na presence ya how wenye una compare yourself to. You two decided to do it together. So just do it. Hata kama you have struggles and challenges, those are your challenges, not their challenges. You understand? So comparison in relationships and in the marriages and everything is very wrong, because it'll kill your relationship very fast, because it doesn't mean that juu hao wengine wako happy, it doesn't mean that yours will be all through happy. And there's no relationship or marriage inakuanga 100%.
So we should stop comparing our relationship with other people.
Yes.
Actually, I'd say every relationship is unique in its own way. So the moment you begin comparing your relationship with another one, you are beginning to fail. Especially online. I told us people only show us what they want us to see online. They were Jesus, the Bahatis and all that. They never tell us what happens behind the scene.
Hey, our Jesus wananipatia stress as wengine. They were Jesus family.
Relationship goals, marriage goals.
Unajua Ram, in the psychology part, kuna kitu tunasemanga. Unajua not every time ukiona people posting how happy they are. Kumaanisha huku chini there's an underlying issue that they're not telling us.
Things are not always as they look.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ushaiona wajiza amekupostia wakikosana?
Never. You won't see that.
You won't say that. Hawatawahi.
Kuna siku walikuwa na argue.
Hiyo ni script.
They are making money.
They are making money. Making money.
That is for click. That is for clickbait.
Yes.
Yes.
Out of
So all of those whole arguments, we argued what, and people, because that's the kind of thing that, they were arguing, the people click. They are in business, yeah.
No,
So,
but
when the real arguments are taking place, those ones won't happen. Those ones will not appear.
I
Yes.
think Millie wa Jesus ananunulia kabi gari.
Gari.
But unanunulia bibi yako Audi Q7. Sasa hiyo pressure imeingia kwa bibi yako ama kwa demi yako, anataka Audi kama birthday gift.
Man.
Utafanya nini?
And it's very, very funny. One example is these proposals people make. Someone proposed to their lady with a Mercedes Benz there, and balloons falling from the sky.
Yes.
I don't know where they were planted. Balloons falling from the sky, and then those confettis and then kuna fireworks hapo hivi, and then they post it online. Now you're like, okay, I can't wait for my day.
Social media pressure.
Yes.
Na ndio ina kill relationships mingi sana.
Huh?
Ina kill relationship mingi sana.
Because now if this, maybe you might even find this man talking to you and all that, you know. But then if those are the things that you are inspired, that inspire you, say, oh my God, one day I'd want, you know, such a surprise, such a what, a whole party, a whole,
It's
book a whole
wishful
hotel.
thinking. People want that.
Yes, but you see, I think it's good to also live within what you have.
Within your
You know,
means.
don't pressure yourself. And if you find even a lady or a man who's pressuring you to give you a lifestyle that they cannot manage, that you cannot manage, it will not work. You will not handle it. Yeah.
It will be stressful.
No, it will be stressful and draining.
I want us to give yet another example here. You have, you're dating, and this person decides to send you a text. I need 200 shillings.
I'm Juani.
Eh?
Oh, no.
Sasa mmeanza.
Sasa sijui, okay, we can get different examples. One, maybe amjuani, ndo ume-accept friend request yake, asha kutumia message, I need 200 shillings. Ama, you've just started dating, you've met online, you've started dating, asha kuambia, oh, I need 1,000 to finish off my rent.
Yeah.
I need this amount of money to go for pedicure, manicure. Is that a bad signal?
They're not looking for love. They need help. They're looking for help.
Charity.
Sponsor.
Yeah, they are looking for
Charity.
help.
Charity.
So yes, those ones you just leave them. If you can manage that, do it. But they're not looking for love. They're not. Somebody who's really interested in somebody, they will not be going all of a sudden. They are going out asking for money. They are going no. And most people, by the way, these days are looking for help. They are needed either with emotional things, you know, or the money, or what they are looking for things.
Yes.
They're not looking for love. So you need to be very careful, the kind of person who's coming to talk to you and, you know, asking you, where do you work? You know, how much do you, at sometimes you find even someone very, you know, without even asking how much you earn, and you've just met, something like that. What kind of car do you drive?
What if they ask you after like a month or two of dating online?
You know, there's that part of getting to know each other. You open, you know, you tell each other things and all that. So you decide what to reveal when. You don't reveal everything about yourself. You know, I work in this bank, I drive this kind of car, I live in this kind of, I pay 20K rent or 30K rent everywhere. You're telling this person that,
value.
oh, you know, you got, you know, you have money, what. So if somebody, they can take advantage, it can be very easy for them to take advantage of you. But if it's somebody who's really just interested in you, you find they'll not be interested in the stuff. They'll just want to know about you.
Can you send money to your girlfriend you've never met, but you're dating? Maybe you've dated for around 6 months.
But we've never met.
You've never met.
Ay, kama ni charity nitatuma. I don't think I can. You know, story ya kuwa stingy Ram, you know, let me tell you something. Ina depend. Unajua expectation ya huyo day maybe kwake na wewe sasa maybe ilikuwa you're rich, uko na pesa. So wana try and the ladies who even test you kuona kama wata. You know, nowadays in this generation where money is everything, watu wana value pesa kuliko mapenzi. You understand?
Jamaa, I'm on a Ram Aguko profile picture. Ram is in a suit na tie.
Suti moja imetulia kama yenye uko nayo hapo sasa hii. Political suit.
Anasema nitumie 1,000 shillings only.
Unajua Ram, I was having a talk with my friends na guys nikawauliza aje ukipewa 1,000 na upewe girlfriend yako utachukua gani? Wakasema 1,000.
Hata mimi nachukua. I have my girlfriend is ako ndani tayari. I will take what I don't have.
No, utachukua moja wacha.
No, but if you don't choose one of them.
Choose one of them, Ram. Tao ama dem.
Choose one, leave the other.
Yes.
Don't put me on the spot. Now, I want us to touch on another perspective.
Yes.
You've broken up and you want to, and you've gotten a new catch. You know that these people who, when they break up, they will go online and they will now post their new bae. wa break up na hiyo watapost mwingine tena. And for some they end up deleting those previous photos.
Yeah.
But there are those who will just retain the photos, but they will keep posting their new bae every single time. How hazardous can this be? And is it actually positive? Does it have an effect, or is it just okay? Sam?
The internet does not forget.
Exactly.
We should start from there.
Yes.
In other words, these are maybe, let's say, for example, a lady. This lady is trying to, to get back to the ex using another man, which is very wrong.
Yes.
I believe once you have been posting your bae online, and now you've broken up, please give us space, give us time. Give us time. Let's first of all digest the the reality that you people are no longer together.
Hapo ndo si tulisema mtaachana.
Mtaachana tu.
Mtaachana.
Yes. And so in some way it also shows us how desperate you are, in a way.
So posting your boyfriend, the current one,
Yes.
in your view, is a sign of desperation?
It depends with the duration. When did you break up?
Okay, let me put it like this.
Yes.
Then when is the right time to post your bae on social media?
When is the right time?
When is the right time? When do you do it? When do you finally introduce them? You say, it's now official.
Okay. This is my personal opinion.
Yes.
The right time to post your bae online is a few months to your wedding.
Exactly.
Yes. A few
How many
months to
months?
your wedding. Yes.
Give me tentatively how many months?
Now, it all depends. Maybe if you want to have an engagement, I believe the best time is during that engagement, because I believe engagement is, asking someone's hand in marriage.
But the day
in a few months.
He goes on bended knee. That time?
Yes. So I believe actually, you can post maybe before that, but I believe just a few months when you are sure that this thing is going to work, this thing, we are working on the same path, this thing will lead to something.
All right.
Yes.
Let me come to you, Sarah.
Yeah, so I think for me it depends with the intent. What's your intention when you're posting?
Yes.
Is it to make somebody else jealous? Yeah, so you find that there are people like that, you don't even delete the other photos, you've already started posting new ones, to make the person see, oh, by the way, I've moved on and all that. And if they block you or you find they are not there, they don't even, it's like they block you or something, stop posting because it was to get back at somebody.
Yeah.
So for me, I think it depends with the intention. And also, I think I'll also go with what Pastor says. For me, if it's about posting, let's post things that have already been cemented.
Yes.
And things that are, because you see, like you were saying, there are people who you're just posting a relationship that's a week old. 2 weeks old, a month, 2-3 months, and there are people out there so jealous. They'll be saying this, saying that, and all that. It's good to build things, off. Build things when now they are fully cemented. The family knows. I think for me that would be an ideal time when you can start posting.
Yeah.
But for me also, it's the intention. What's really the intention? If it's to get back at somebody, it's just not.
What I can say is I'd like to say something. It's not a must you post your boyfriend or your new boyfriend on social media. It's not a must also you post your relationship on social media. You can keep it private. When you two decided to date, you are not there. You can decide to put it private, but let nobody pressure you to post you on social media or to post the other person on social media. Watch it willingly, but it's not a must.
It's not a must.
It's not a must.
There are people who always complain, and I know there is someone who is in this particular situation. That guy has never put you on their status or anything. So he complained, is he cheating on me?
Manipulators.
Mbona, why have you, haujawahi neka kwa status, haujawahi neka kwa profile picture yako, are you cheating on me, is there a problem? And they will say, you must put me on your status and you must put me on your profile picture.
Hizo ni signs za a narcissistic person. Ameanza kudevelop
Yes.
narcissism.
Yes.
Unajua narcissistic person ni mtu controlling. Atakuambia kenye ufanye kitu anataka. So mtu akianza kukupressure ati juu hujawahi ni post, be aware, anaanza kuwa narcissistic. Huyu ni mtu mwenye later on atakuwa na kupressure hadi vile utavaa. Just to be careful.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyone pressurizing you to do anything, you are in a relationship with somebody, but they always have to pressurize you to do things that you don't want to do. I think you won't go. It will be very toxic. You won't go far.
But you know
You
how
won't
they
go
see
far.
it
Yeah.
is that you've
you
made
love
it
me,
official.
post me.
You
That-
made,
that's why-
at least that you post me on your status so that we chase away these ladies who are interested in you. You know, I didn't someone who alikuwa anataka nimeka kwa status yake. Alikataa, nilikataa. Akakasirika 1 week.
No, but you see, if somebody is really secure, even if you're not posting me, but I'm secure, the way we talk, I'm secure in knowing that you love me and that I love you. I'm secure in that. There's no need. There's really, you won't find somebody really pressurizing you. But if somebody who they are always jealous, this is the kind of person who you pass somewhere, maybe you say hi to a lady friend, somebody you work with, and then they wonder who was that, you know? They see, they want to snoop through your WhatsApp. They want your passwords.
Yeah.
No, you can, you know.
You cannot.
Yes, that's a character you want.
And there's some people, they will be okay dating their colleagues but not their wife or their husband.
I think insecurity is real, eh?
Yes,
It's very real.
Especially with these loyalty test things.
Yes. Alafu, you know, some of them wanasema, put me on, I will put you on my profile as you put me on yours. Ikuwe.
Lakini Ram, hapo ulikuwa umesema ule ulikataa, kuna venye Ram alikuwa anakutaka lakini ukakataa. Kitu hapo, there's something you're not telling us.
You mean?
There's something you're not telling us.
Alikuwa anataka.
Maybe so ulikataa kumposta Kajam.
Nilisema simpost kwa status yangu.
Bas, huyo. Rama acha nisikuke kwa.
Ningekuweka kwa spot hii. Lakini anyway.
Now, what about these families that always post everything they do? Leo wameenda Diani. Hey, good morning, tuko Diani with Bay. Hey, you know, hi, alafu anasalimia na kila mtu.
But
The
it's
next
good
time
to
wameenda
know.
breakfast, you wameenda wapi, they post every single thing they do.
We need to know in this day and age, we are living in the day of influencers and all that. Eh? There are people who are in business.
No.
So when maybe they book by maybe one of those travel companies, we go to Diani. Of course, we have to, you know, post all of those like 8 posts in a day. Yeah. So there are people who are in business. For them, doing that is business. All, you know, next week it's something else. Yeah. So it's and then also for me, I think it's what you agree with your spouse or whoever you're dating with. If you're comfortable with posting where you're going, it's still fine. And like you said, if you also decide you don't want to post, your marriage, your relationships are private, it's still fine. So there's really nothing wrong with that.
On the privacy part, ushaiona familia Churchill mahali?
Churchill.
The wife, the kids.
Churchill.
Comedian, huyu mmoja. Ushaiona anything about it?
Personally, I haven't. Have you?
No, he doesn't do that. I may distinguish personal life and public life. And that's where you need to set it, to cut the line. There's a difference between your personal life and your public life. Okay. It's not a must you post your family on social media and how to do. It's none of our business.
Sammy, you're a pastor.
Yes.
And utapata uko kanisani. I don't know if you're married or not, but bibi anasema kama mnatengeneza bana ya kanisa. You see this church?
Ndio bibi yako hapo kando.
Unatangaza hadharani uko na bibi, so utaona picha pastor hapa hivi na kuna wife mbele yake.
Anamshika hivi kwa mabega.
Would you do that?
Well, I wouldn't do that if she demands. Though personally I'll do that because that is what I stand for. My value for family, you know, and family and ministry go together. So I'll do that because of my values, the things I stand for. But I won't do that because she demanded. It is a must. I must appear in that banner.
Wafula Ministries. Alafu kuna Pastor Wafula and the wife hapo hivi.
Yes.
Na and they're normally very, at least height inakuanga different hapo hivi. Alafu kala Wafula no. Those banners, there are so many. As I kwa gate, ama kwa nini kwa barabara hapo. Now I want to give yet another example here. We have those people who every time they get into an argument, they will go to their status. For example, if the argument was about he forgot you to buy you a present on your birthday. Ataenda kwa status alafu andike, when people forget things.
Amekuwa motivational speaker.
Unakuwa philosopher.
Philosopher. Always take note of the things that occupy people's minds. Asa zamani unasoma kitu, is he talking about me ama naongelea kuhusu nini? What you post on your status, does it matter? Sam, nirudi kwako.
It matters. You see, Ram, there's a time I went through a heartbreak. And you see, I didn't know that, I began doing videos on, singleness is not a curse, singleness is not a pandemic and all that. I didn't know I was, it was out of pain and bitterness. I thought I was motivating someone out there until someone had to call me and sit me down and tell me, no, this thing you're doing is not okay. So I had to, to go slow on that.
Cool down.
Yeah, because I needed healing. So when you see someone doing that, probably maybe they could be going through something that, they just can't come out, clear about the same thing.
So it's not good to be posting. You should be careful about what you post on our WhatsApp statuses.
Yeah, very careful, because they really speak volumes. They speak volumes. I know of a lady that anytime they quarrel with the husband, they will go post, their picture on Facebook, just to, get the comments, congratulations, and all that. But in real life, something is eating them up. So they should be very careful on, what we post on social media, especially on WhatsApp statuses.
All right.
Yeah.
What I can say is, Ram, nilikuwa nimesema kitambo, distinguish between your private life and your public life. Before you two started dating ama mkafika kwa ndoa, hatukuwa hapo. So hata mkikosana, it's not a must you include us. So if you include us, what will happen? Si tutaona how immature you are. Lazima kuwa na the level of maturity if you two decided to. So it's not right to.
I think it has to do with your level of...
Before you continue, this affects ladies. Sana.
Yeah.
Because that is where they have their friends. Alafu ameandika hapo, to give an example. For example, you have a friend called Natasha. Hapo
Which I do.
You do? And then utaandika hapo, kwa status, Natasha, get out of my inbox. Alafu there is something yenye ameandika hapo juu that obviously is connected to the relationship that this person has with the boyfriend or the husband. Why I see that ladies do that a lot. I don't know. Help me understand. Why do the ladies do that?
Ladies do you around? No, you see, but I think I want to say it has to do with your level of emotional intelligence, how you can manage your own feelings and emotions there.
Okay.
I would say you need to call that Natasha and tell her, oh, I'm going through this is what I'm feeling. Cry, since she's your friend, cry with her, other than just venting out there. You don't want to post your, everything, you have a breakup, whatever, you don't want to show that kind of, it shows desperation, it shows immaturity. So call that Natasha friend of yours, tell them what you're going through, let them, a problem shared is half solved. Yes. And also call somebody who can be able to advise. Not somebody who will tell you, mtukane, nini, muita sijui nini, fanya nini, hata mimi nilifanya hivi. You need to get block. No, you need to get somebody who at least can be sober. At that time you're not sober. Somebody who is sober, they'll advise you rightly, and you feel better when you speak with them.
And this is it now. At that point that you're breaking up, many people break up and of course come back together. But now at what point is it going to be hazardous for you? And when do you actually decide, or when should you block this person from your social media handles?
I think for me, I'd say when they become toxic, it's now insults. It's now, they're just, and anything they post is just to hurt you. Everything is just to hurt you, just focused on hurting you. I think it's time you just block that person from your life.
And how do you distinguish when to come back? Yes.
So when to distinguish when to come back in this relationship.
And when to block.
Oh, you're still coming back?
And when to block.
Nataka kurudi.
You're still coming back?
Huwa wanarudiana. Wanarudiana, alafu hapo ndo kama uli mwadvise awachana, utasema haters.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I can say, first of all, the issue of blocking. It's okay to block. Kama ina affect your peace of mind, just block. and when to know when time ya kurudi ama time ya kusare kabisa.
Yes.
It's according to you. Ina matter nawe kama wewe una feel ni kama he or she needs to be given a second chance according to venye vitu ziko, then it's fine. You understand? Maybe mmekuwa mkidate ama mmeona for years alafu mkosane. At some point unaweza feel kurudia tu mtu.
All right. I want us to touch on yet one particular perspective of family. How can you protect your relationship from outsiders, but at the same time you want to keep it clean online? We always have these family members and these in-laws.
Yeah.
When you wanaangalia tu status yako apate tu makosa. You know, how do you, for lack of a better word, stay safe? How do you save yourself online to protect yourself from your in-laws when you watakuja kuharibia ndoa yako? Sami.
I think you should make it clear. My wife is my wife. It's not our wife.
Na utapata mtu atapost your social kwa status. My wife is my wife, is not your wife. Status.
Alafu another thing Ram I need to say is if it comes to your relationship kama ni family hawataki waingie kwa business yako ya relationship.
Yes.
Ukiona friend request si lazima uaccept. Kama mimi by the way sija accept friend request za familia yangu. My relatives si lazima ni accept. Si lazima waone Kenya.
Leo umepatikana.
Nasikia
You have not been accepting. We are family members. Okay.
Are you
You know, I'm just saying now. Thinking for them.
You
Now we
never know. You never know. I want us to bring this conversation to a close. But before we do that, Sarah, you are a life coach.
Yes.
And you do a lot of motivational speaking. I want to give you just a few seconds because I know you have an event coming up. All right. Give us just a glimpse of what is it that you're looking into right now. Within
Yes.
30 seconds, yes.
Yes, so basically I'm very big on youth mentorship and coaching. And so we'll be having a global youth summit, global youth conference this coming Saturday. It will be at the Nairobi Cinema Auditorium. We are having youth coming in from about 20 countries across Africa because we've had these meetings on Zoom for so long and we have so many ideas and innovations that we are seeing with our members and youth across the continent. So we'll be bringing them to Nairobi and having a conversation on how do we look at innovation as a solution to problems that affect our countries. And also the speakers are youth who have innovated in different sectors. So I encourage everybody to come over on Saturday at Nairobi Cinema Auditorium, and we'll be having from 8:30 in the morning. We'll have the whole day there. We've also partnered with the State Department for Youth, so we invite everybody there.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And head over to Nairobi Cinema.
And you can also find us on social media. You can also find me on social media. My Facebook is Sarah Munyi, the life coach. Yeah.
All right. I want to give you 20 seconds each. Have a final word about our conversation today. Let me start with you, Anthony.
The final words on the topic of today before I get into what I do. What I can say is if you're free, if you're okay to date on social media, if you're okay to meet this person on social media, then it's fine. But it has to do with, from social media, what follows next. Another thing, on what I do, Encourage to Inspire initiative, this November, we are going back to schools to talk to the young people, high schools, universities, and the topic of this month of November is mental health, everything to do with mental health.
All right.
Yes, and you can also find me on social media, on Instagram at official Anthony Njenga with a H.
All right.
Yes.
Asante sana.
Yes.
Wafula.
Yeah, I'd conclude by saying don't let social media put you under pressure. Don't compare your relationship to the one you see on social media. Every relationship is unique. So pick what is yours. Know what is yours. Know your values. Know what you stand for.
All right.
And yeah, you'll have it easy
Alright.
in this journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sami.
Yes.
Kuna naona hapa hivi Timothy anauliza when should you ask for money? Okay. All right. That brings us to the end of today's morning show. When
See, they are looking
Relationship.
for help. They were needed. They are looking for help. Go to the bank. Ask for
That brings us to the end of today's morning conversation on Power Talk. May God bless you and may God bless the work of your hands. My name is Ram Aguko. A repeat of this show airs again tonight at 10 p.m. So ensure that you tune in to this particular show and get to watch the program that we shall air a repeat of this show again tonight at 10 p.m. But as always, we are ending with a quote. Whether you stand for it or not, give us your take. Do you believe this? Do you agree with it? That the best sign of a healthy relationship is no sign of it on social media. Do you agree with it? The best sign of a healthy relationship is no sign of it on social media. May God bless you. May God bless the work of your hands. My name is Ram Aguko. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
May God bless everybody. Kila mtu. This is Power Talk.